about this? It is being called risky, bold, even inhumane. But in just a few days, the governor's experiment to tackle mental illness in California will begin. We've learned the first care courts are set to open Monday in San Francisco. It is a city we all know is fighting a national reputation for a crisis on the streets. The governor's hoping to change all of that by allowing people to request court-ordered treatment for people with the most severe mental illnesses.
When people get their meds, when people get support, we know we can turn people's lives around. This is eminently solvable.
San Francisco is one of the first 7 counties in the state and the only one in the Bay Area so far to open up care courts. And while there's been a lot of talk about this controversy, there's still a lot of questions about the details of exactly how this is going to play out. Jose Martinez met with some people behind care courts to explain how they're going to work.
You might think it's a traditional courtroom setting where people will be facing the judge, but you'd be wrong. They're actually going to be here in this room where it's less intimidating, having a conversation with many professionals, including the judge. Judge Michael Beggard is one of the first judges dealing with these cases in San Francisco. We met with him at the Superior Court on Polk Street, where he will be presiding over all CARE Act court matters.
One major change is that a lot of different people can file a petition under this new law. It used to be that the decision whether to file a petition to bring somebody into court to address their mental health concerns was in the province of, in the criminal system, the district attorney, in the civil system, the conservator, or the Department of Public Health.
That means family members, a roommate, or anyone that has witnessed an individual experiencing mental health issues can request a judge's intervention. If they meet the qualifications, the court will oversee the development of a care plan. And that's when the Department of Public Health comes into the process.
We'll be responsible for consulting on cases. So if anyone has questions, we can consult if somebody is appropriate for care court. But also when petitions get filed with the court, the Department of Public Health will be responsible for investigating those petitions, providing reports back to the court.
Dr. Angelica Almeida tells me the department is ready to take this on. According to the department, San Francisco has added over 350 new mental health and substance use disorder treatment beds to the 2,200 existing beds, and another 50 are in the pipeline.
People will have access to an array of services that could include residential treatment, medication management, case management, therapy, crisis services.
For up to 12 months, with the possibility to extend for another 12 months, and the court will provide consistent oversight. But it's important to know they can't require treatment.
Because this is a civil court and not a criminal court, and it's also voluntary, we can't force services, we really are focusing on the relationship building between the judge and the participant or the potential participant. And in order to make them feel comfortable, we're not going to have the judge wear a robe or sit on the bench. Instead, we're going to be at level, sitting around a table and having a conversation.
If a patient refuses treatment, the last resort could be conservatorships. But Judge Beggard says he's hopeful this could help folks out before that happens.
Is a voluntary program to try to engage people who have serious mental illness, in particular schizophrenia or psychotic disorders, so that they can access the appropriate treatment and hopefully get better.
And of course, the real impact of this program will be seen out here on the streets. And that's definitely something we'll be paying attention to.